everybody, it's Friday. Yay, yay. Well, for me it's Friday. I'm not sure what day you'll see this on yet, but know that I am very excited that Friday is here. It's been a very long week and have been over it all week. Just ready for a break. So there's a lot going on today, but since it is the beginning of the year, I wanted to maybe talk about a few things that are going on, and I can already tell this is going to echo, and I am sorry. Can't stop making it echo. Not exactly sure what I can do about that, but it's one of the things we're going to work on. For 2024, I have several different areas where I have some goals that I want to work towards. And one of those is making my videos better. Get myself on a schedule because right now I'm not. I just kind of whenever I post a video. I also need to start talking in full sentences. I have noticed a lot lately that I will start a sentence and I won't finish it. And I think it's because my brain works so much faster than my mouth. It goes through my head and then apparently my brain doesn't think it needs to completely come out. So I'm going to work on that. And then I need to figure out my lighting situation. This is not the best lighting for doing this. There's shadows, and I also need to figure out the echo. I know why it echoes, but I need to figure out a way to solve it. So those are my goals for 2024. The shorts, did I say I was trying to figure out how to do YouTube shorts? I'm not very good at them. I'm trying to figure them out. So if you've seen some kind of weird ones lately, just know it's me. Not sure what I'm doing, but I'm trying. And that's really what's going on with my goals for videos and things. My other goals that I want to work on for this year involve my budget, because while 2023 was really great to me, I became completely debt free. I've saved up quite a bit of money. I've kind of figured out some ways to make things work when it's tight. However, there's a lot of areas where it could improve. And I also think that with it being a new year, it's a great time to change things up and figure out where it's weak and work on that. And I also had some goals for my binders and my envelopes that I want to meet by the end of the year. So the first things that I want to achieve within my binders is that I want to have all of my Save Ahead binder completely funded by the end of the year for next year. Like I want all of the envelopes to have all the money that is needed for 2025 before we get to 2025. That might be a little bit much of a pull for me. I'm not sure if I'll make that one, but I also want $1,500 in my down payment envelope by December, which I think I can do. I also need to keep my medical fund envelope at a higher dollar amount if possible. Sometimes medical expenses are medical expenses and it might completely empty that envelope. But at this point of the year, I am going to strive to keep that at a higher amount so I'm not having to save up quite as much for the 1st of January next year. All right, and then I also want to have $1,000 in my emergency fund, and that is between my 2 emergency funds. I do have 2 envelopes for emergencies. I'm really big on having money set aside, apparently, that I had to have 2. But between the two of those, I want to have $1,000 by the end of the year. Oh, excuse me. $1,000 in those envelopes by the end of 2024. That seems to be like a lot of money when you say all of those together, but I also think if I work at it, do these changes, and it's effective, very possibly I could do that plus more. I may have just lost all of my enthusiasm because I feel overwhelmed by it, but we will see how we do. And then for some of the things where my budget and everything needs improvement and things need changed so that I can work on stuff, I am horrible about tracking my expenses. Just writing things down and keeping track, like journaling, diaries. If you have to write something down for the doctor and keep track of it, I'm horrible at it. I'm awful. So I've never really tried to make myself do it in my budget, but I think that needs to change because I'm spending way more than I should be, and I need to get a handle on that. And I think the only way I'm going to do that is if I actually pay attention to where my money's going when it's going out. And then I'm also going to start doing a weekly closeout of my wallet because I do split my bi-weekly paycheck into 2 weeks for my wallet. I need to start closing out that money every week and giving the money that's left over a job, as well as knowing where the cash I spent went. I need to give the money that's left in there a job, which currently it does not. Currently it is going, ooh, that was loud. Currently, any leftover money has been just going into this envelope right here. It goes in there and it dies until I decide I need money and I don't want to pull from my emergency fund, and so I use that, which we're going to solve some of that issue now with what I'm doing. So this envelope is going away, and we are doing different things with I'm going to put this up over here. We are doing something different, completely different with my wallets. I have one wallet with my envelopes in my wallet. I am still going to continue on with my monthly no spends. I've started January already, and that is, I did sit down yesterday. I sat down yesterday because I realized I hadn't done it and decided that I'm going to try and do 15 days of no spends, and I think I can do it. It's a long month, and I've already got 3 down, so we're good. I wasn't good today, but we should be able to get there in 15 days. So then these are all going to change. I am still going to use these envelopes specifically, but we're going to do something just a teeny bit different. The first thing I'm doing is we're adding in more envelopes. I am going to switch from doing my gas electronically to doing it in cash. I just think that I will have a better control over that money if I do, because at this point in time, up to this point in time, I have been just transferring money over from my buffer into my checking account to just swipe my card and pay for it. And sometimes it doesn't use all the money that I move over, but I don't move that money back. I just go spend it. So we're going to try and solve that. And then we're also putting a change envelope in here just for me to put miscellaneous change in. So that is what I'm doing with those. And then, well, not everything, but that's the ones that I'm adding in. And then I also made up some trackers to go in my wallet for these envelopes so that I can write down where I'm spending money and how much of it is coming out of my envelopes. So I can just keep track of the cash as well as electronic, because if I don't, I won't look at the receipts. I keep my receipts and put them in Fetch, but do I use them to track anything? No. No, I don't. I'm horrible. But we are going to be doing that, and I actually want to put this change one in here first, and because that doesn't need a category, it's just going to be for change, because I don't know that I would put my change back in my wallets or in my envelopes. I keep calling them wallets today. What is with me? I'm exhausted is what it is. It's been a really long week. It has been an exhaustingly long week. All right. I have to clean that up later, but so there is the new gas. I might put this one behind gas. And they are a different color because apparently I don't have any more of this vinyl left. I'll do oops, and then gas. Fun. Thrift. House. And groceries. And here's where things are really changing. So I'm putting more money in it because I've got gas money to go in. So we are just going to maybe put this to the side. I might add it into my savings challenge money. I'm not quite sure, but we will figure that out. But one of the things with this is I want to make sure everything has a job. So you find my piece of paper. We are starting out fresh with no money in here since this is the first week of the first paycheck of January. I will be starting out fresh from this week going forward. So at the end of this week, so next Friday, I will switch everything out again and pull all the money that's left over out, and we're going to give them a job instead of just pushing it to the side and saying you don't exist anymore. We're going to say you've got a purpose. So groceries, pull this back out. I don't know why I put it away, but so groceries will of course go into my grocery savings. House goes into the house savings. The thrift one is going to be new, as I am going to start putting money into a travel fund. So if I have any money left over from thrifting, I will put it into travel. And then fun, if there's anything left over from fun, it's going to go into this new envelope for tech, because at some point I do know down the line, at some point, I for sure am going to have to buy a new phone. Hopefully not anytime soon, but I'd rather start up saving for that than to have to figure it out on the spot. And then gas, of course, will go into the gas savings, and oops will go to savings challenges. So if anything is left over in oops, let's hope there's no oopsies. Then it'll go to savings challenges, which primarily goes to fund my house binder. In my hopes and dreams, it would fund only the house binder, but there's always something else that could use some money when it comes to unstuffing the savings challenges. So, putting that away again, we are starting out this week with quite a, there's my calculator. We're starting out this week with changes to the cash, so I am going to count it all up because I can't quite remember how much I decided at the end it was all going to be, and I'd rather not say the wrong amount. Okay, so we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. 85. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So $500 directly from the bank today. And then I also have some money here. I sold a kitchen appliance that's basically just been sitting around and not being used. So we now have an extra $30 in our budget. So $530. And then of course we have our money that is left in the bank, and we are just using prop money since it's already been put away. So 20, 30, 40, and 50. So plus 50. So $580 are going into the budget today. So let's go ahead and get started on the wallet. This is going to be a different, and I worked everything up yesterday, but do you think I remember any of the totals? Absolutely not. So we're just going to figure it up together, if you don't mind. So there will be 55. I debated changing this, but I decided to hold off on that. I just don't know if I want to stuff more money in groceries. There's probably never ever going to be anything left over, and I'm probably always going to be pulling from the oops envelope to help pay for groceries, but we'll have to see how that goes with my tracking. Hopefully that helps. So we are going to add $20 into house. And $20 into thrift. And $20 into fun. $50 into gas. This may be way too much. We may be reevaluating the amount in a few weeks, but we will see how that goes. And then 25 in oops. So we're putting That's not right. I don't think that's right. I'm gonna have to recount that. Did I miss something? So I feel like that's what I was putting in before I added in the gas, but let's go ahead and re-add those up. So 55, 20, 20, 20, 50, 25. I knew that was wrong. So 190 goes into this week's wallet. We will go ahead, pull out this binder that I keep putting away, and then doing the snaps, which is really loud in this little cloffice of mine, and that goes in here. So we need to pull out 190, 20, 110, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, let's see, this is 50, 70, 90, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 170, 180, let's do 80, 90. So yeah, so 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 80, 185, and 190 going into this envelope for next week's cash. And then I think that is going to be it for this video. It is really long. We will carry on with the rest in the next video. So thanks for being here, and are you doing any changes with your budget? Let me know. Are you shaking stuff up or leaving them as is because it works for you? I don't blame you if it does. So I will see you in the next one. Thanks for checking out the video. Bye.